Hey, you ever have one of those nights where your whole life spins on a dime because somebody catches you in a place you're not supposed to be except you're only there because you saw something nobody else did? That's how it started for me. Maya Williams, standing in the half-light of the CEO's private dining suite, just cleaning up, minding my own business when suddenly cracked boss himself, Nathan Carroll, steps out of the shadows and basically spits fire. "What are you doing on my computer?" His voice hit like a whip and I froze, hands suspended over the keyboard, heart pounding. You know that feeling, right? Like you're guilty, even when you're not? Well, that was me. I tried to stammer an explanation just cleaning, saw something strange on the screen, thought maybe I could help, but he wasn't listening. Instead, he crossed the room, slapped me hard enough to make my ears ring, then ordered me out, called me everything but a thief, and told me to stay away from anything that didn't have my name on it. But I couldn't leave it alone, not when I'd seen the lines of code running, the override commands slipping through the system. So with tears in my eyes and a pounding cheek, I pleaded with him, just look at the code. He ignored me at first, but then he glanced at the screen and something changed. The way his face went from pure anger to confusion, you'd think he saw a ghost. That Kotami code looked familiar to him. Turns out, 6 months earlier, someone patched the company's mainframe just in time to save it from disaster. Anonymous, but signed with the initials SB. He'd spent weeks trying to find the person behind that patch. And here I was, the janitor, writing the same way. Nathan turned to me, all the rage gone, and just asked, "You wrote this?" I could barely get the words out, my throat was raw. My pride, even more sobbed, I nodded. SB. Maya Brooke Williams. Brooke's my mom's name. I used SB when I sent the patch. Silence, thick as a blanket, settled between us. He asked me how a janitor writing code like that. I told him the truth. I wasn't always a janitor. I used to be a developer at Vectrate. Found a big exploit, tried to report it, and next thing I knew, my badge stopped working, my access was revoked, and I was blacklisted. Single mom, no safety net, I took whatever job I could. And here I was, just trying to stop someone from doing the same thing all over again. He didn't fire me right then. Instead, he told me to meet him in his office at noon the next day. I spent that morning in the waiting room, invisible as ever, my cheeks still bruised, barely able to sit still. When he called me in, he didn't apologize, but he didn't yell either. He asked me why I never came forward, why I hid behind a mop. I said nobody would believe me, and if they did, it would ruin me. I told him about Vectrate, about the fraud I uncovered, about being quietly pushed out because someone needed a scapegoat. People like me don't get meetings with people like you, I said. We get warnings, suspensions, handcuffs. Nathan listened. He actually listened. And when I pulled out the old flash drive with all my work on Ivory Patch, every tool, all-time Stampede just stared at it like it was a bar of gold. "You shouldn't be cleaning floors," he said. I laughed. Tell that to every HR director in the city. He offered me a SHOTA meeting with his engineering team under NDA to walk them through my work. You ever go from scrubbing floors to presenting in a glass-walled war room in 24 hours? Let me tell you, it's something. Nathan's engineers grilled me, Elise, the hard-nosed systems lead, and Kevin, AI whiz kid. But as I walked them through my logic, answering every question, defending every line, I remembered who I was before the world told me I wasn't good enough. By the end, even Elise had to admit, "Where the hell did they bury you?" In plain sight, I shot back. That was the start of everything changing. Nathan gave me a badge with my name engraved, a spot on the cybersecurity ops team, even cover daycare, so I could be there for my son, Zion. I'd go home at night, cook grilled cheese and apple slices, help him build Lego forts. Nathan even started showing up, bringing dinner, talking to Zion about rocket launchers and robots. It was weirdest man who once hit me, now sitting on the floor, building spaceships with my kid. He still hadn't apologized, not really, but he was there. But not everyone was happy. Marcus Vell, the COO, made it clear I was radioactive useful for now, but the second I became a liability, I'd be gone. And when a news article dropped about my past, Carlos hires ex-hacker with shady history, the company started to freeze me out. Eyes in the hallway, whispers, even Elise kept her distance. Marcus told me to my face, "Your past is the headline, not your work." I started to believe him. Nathan tried to protect me, even offered to walk if they forced me out. But I wanted to fight. I designed a new AI security module, something that could actually anticipate threats, not just react. Led the engineering team through it, proved to everyone in the company that my work mattered, not just my story. And then, the twist nobody saw coming. The company's internal logs showed someone had used my credentials to plant a backdoor real breach, meant to frame me as the scapegoat. Elise and I stayed up all night, digging through old audit chains. We found it. Martin Greaves, the head of strategic risk, had used his own credentials to run a deployment that set up the breach, using my work as cover. Nathan wanted to take it to the board, but I insisted we go public, let the truth out before anyone could twist it. At the hearing, I laid out the evidence. Every log, every timestamp, every flaw I'd fixed, every trap I'd avoided. Greaves stormed in, red-faced, calling me a backstabbing janitor. But the board sided with me, not him. They cleared my name, kept me on, and Nathan issued a public apology not just to me, but to everyone who ever got pushed out for being different. Afterward, they installed a plaque in the lobby. "Integrity is what you do when no one is watching," in honor of Maya Williams. I walk past it sometimes, remembering the girl scrubbing floors and coding in the dark. Now I walk my son through the Brooklyn Science Center, point to my name on the new AI system, and tell him we don't have to be superhero-esque, we just have to keep building, even when nobody believes we belong. So what do you think? Is justice about being loud, or is it about never giving up, even when the whole world writes your story for you? Let me know in the comments, because I know I'm not the only one with scars and code. If you believe in second chances, hit that like button and share your story. Maybe, just maybe, the right person will finally listen.